This is Stephen Smith speaking. It is May 22nd, 2018. I'm making this recording for the ITSE 2309 class, which is the SQL, in which we will be using Microsoft SQL Server 2016 Service Pack 1. SQL Server 2017 is available. You may install that. However, since our book says it's 2016, until that changes, I'm going to stick with 2016. You can also use SQL Server 2012 in this class. And if you have Windows 7, you will have to go back to SQL Server 2012. This one assumes that you have Windows 10 and that you're going to install Windows 2016. I recommend installing 2016. It'll just make life a little easier for everybody. But if you want to go to 2017, I suppose you can. When I click download here, it will bring down a small, downloader is what it is. And it will save the file. It will bring down this little file. It's only half a meg or so. So it's not very big. And then when you get that file by clicking download, so over here I go to this URL. There's the URL again. Pause on it. And then when you go to this URL, you're going to click the download, select where to save it. It really doesn't matter because you don't need to keep this file. But when I execute this file, it's going to say, do I want to allow it? I will probably have to give it my password if I'm not the administrator. And we get ready. I'm going to select the basic installation type. And I have to accept this or I'm not going to get very far. It really doesn't matter where you install it. I recommend just taking the default here. And then we're going to say install. At this point, if you do not have the C++ 2015 version, it will tell you, and you will need to go get, if you do not have Visual C++ 2015, you will have found out by now, and you need to install it. So Google Visual C++ Redistributed, whatever it is. This is the name of the file that you're going to get. Just execute that file, and it'll take care of you. And go back here. I'm going to be pausing the recording while we sit here and watch this thing run. So I'm going to pause the recording now until something happens. And so about 20 minutes later, it finishes downloading, and now it's going on with the install process. By the way, it's a fairly long process. It's a good time to go get you a cup of coffee. I'm going to pause again while it sits there and thinks. As soon as we have to do something, I'll come back on. Okay, that was about a half-hour process, I suppose. Let's take a look at what we have here. It gives us the connection string. Instance name will be important to us. It's just plain SQL Express, and that's fine. The connection string will be important if we connect from a remote computer. I don't believe we'll be doing that in this class. Log folder, installation media folder, and resources folder. These things you might make a note of. You can get them later. Now, notice that a computer restart is required to complete the installation. So that means that I'm going to have to shut down Zoom, and you will get this in 2 installations. So this will be the first one, and the first one is going to end now. And then I will pick up with the second one later. So I'm going to have to end the recording right now and begin a new recording for the rest of it, because once I have to do a restart, I can't append to the Zoom recording. I can pause it, but if I stop it completely, then I have to restart it. So I'm going to do that. There's another YouTube video that's going to take over now. So I'm going to go ahead and restart my computer, And first, I'm going to stop recording and end the meeting.